What's up, everybody? This your boy DLO here. Once again, we're live in the kitchen again. I'm telling y'all, some of the best records I've ever produced and created has come right here, just setting up in the kitchen. Whether it's here, there, in Atlanta, Nashville, LA, it don't matter. I set up right in the kitchen and go to work. This record is special to me because it's Beverly Crawford. Yes, the singing icon, the Bobby Jones in the morning, the Azusa praise and worship icon, the shouting, put your shouting shoes on. Beverly Crawford, Miss Beverly Crawford. And this record is special. And I'm here to break down this song, her single we released a few months ago. It was very special because she asked me, little old me, to get in the kitchen and start cooking. You know what I'm saying? We had to get in the kitchen and start cooking. You know what I mean? So I know the sink ain't do nothing, but you gotta wash your food first before you cook. You know what I mean? But listen, we remade a song by Todd Galbraith. Shout out to my bro. Lord, you're good. Some of y'all praise teams done sung it. Some of y'all praise dance members done liturgical dance to it. Whatever y'all done did to it. And the song is called Lord, You're Good. And I was trying to create another song, and her husband hit me up and was like, man, God put it on their heart. Let's just redo this song. So knowing me as the remake LeBron or Kobe or Mike, whoever your GOAT is, I ain't gonna tell you who my GOAT is, but you know what I'm saying. Whoever your GOAT is, I had to really sit and think because Lord, You're Good is such a great song. It already was sauced up. It was sauced up. That's one of Todd's biggest hits. It's already sauced. It had enough seasoning. So how can I make the same dish just as effective, but not too salty? Ooh! You gotta make the food just as good, if not better, without being too salty. I know y'all done had that baked sketty or whatever you had, baked chicken and mashed potato, and it's put too much salt. People put too much salt in it, and it's like, it's not good. So I had to really think about it. I had to get in the kitchen, had to turn that oven on, had to do it one more time and get in there and start cooking. You know what I mean? So let's get straight to work. When I'm doing records, when I'm cooking, I always start with my piano. That's my bass. You know what I'm saying? That's my bass. I just press record and I just keep going. Whatever comes to my heart, whatever, I don't overthink. My big brother Zaytoven told me once, he was like, man, don't overthink yourself. Just do it. Just record. So I just press record and I just keep going, man. And so as you can see, I punched in a lot because I was creating at the moment. Some stuff I deleted, some stuff I edited, and I just kept going. Yeah, I played it. So you can hear, I'm just play section by section. I want everybody to play that. Church meat cheese. Church. That's church. Yes, sir. Yeah, I wanted to get my Kanye on. I wanted to be like Ye in a sense in this aspect of creativity. I know Miss Beverly Crawford is not the young, but she wanted some creativity. So I wanted to surprise everybody and throw them off in the record. You know what I'm saying? So I started. Woo! Then I came in. Woo! 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 Oh, just straight off the gate, you feel the heart and passion in it. We seasoning now. You gotta see if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoning. If you ain't feeling it, it ain't got no heart in it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta put that feeling in there. So right when that sample came in, there we go. So I'm gonna let it play a little bit. So I wanted my guitar player to give me some CCM. I said I need some CCM at the top. Anders. Listen. You see the different tracks he gave me? Ooh. Woo. Play the record. And I ain't want no click track. I ain't want no I ain't want that because it's gonna take away from the record. Let it breathe. You got the click, the drummer got the click. Shout out to my dude Lacey. He played drums on here. And the click just in his ear. I ain't want to do that. Every now and then I added a little cinematic situation. Cause if you in a movie, I think when I'm doing production, I'm thinking about Hans Zimmer, I had John Williams, Danny Elfman. I listen to those guys and I'm like, when a scene come up, all you hear is, and it's like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whether it's a scary scene or impactful scene. So all I add is a little, whoo, good God Almighty. You know what I'm saying? I gotta set the boat up. Woo! Good Lord Jesus have mercy. Listen to that thing. You see how that set that up? I ain't got no click tracks, no triangles. Now watch how the song is open. Kevin Powell on organ. Here you go. Look, that's where we at. Yeah. So I let her do her thing. I'm letting her sing. I'm giving it the space for her because this is her record. You know what I'm saying? This ain't my record. This her record. It's Todd. Shout out to Todd Galbraith again. But we're remaking it. So I want everybody to, she hasn't come out with a record in almost over 10 years. So I'm not finna sit up here and try to do all these fancy stuff. I'm gonna let it breathe. So little church. Then I added a little key bass in there. Then I got my auxiliaries. I got a little, I think that's from the Prophet. Not Xenology. Woo! Yeah. So I ain't even playing the brass throughout the song. It's just, and I'm going through the elements of the song now. The piano and guitar is carrying the song. The drums and the vocals, they're carrying the song. But when I add that, you know what I'm saying? Listen to this. I'm gonna play it in time. So I'm gonna play it. I'm just playing staff. You know what I'm saying? Sauce. It's a little paprika. You know what I'm saying? You got a little smoked paprika in your, make sure, you know what I'm saying? And even right here, here now. Even with my lead, I'm only doing certain parts on my lead. Look at my lead. It may sound tacky. Because Kurt Franklin once said, right? Would you crack an egg and just drink the egg yolk and just the egg? No. Would you get a tablespoon full of salt and eat it? No. Would you get a tablespoon full of sugar and eat it? No. Would you get, you know what I'm saying? Those are called ingredients. Oh, well, we in the kitchen. Can I get a kitchen help? You know what I'm saying? It's called ingredients. Everything plays a part. Salt plays a part. Lead plays a part. Sugar plays a part. Key bass plays a part. Milk plays a part. Drums play a part. Everything plays a part. You ain't got to play throughout the song and everything like that. Everything plays a part. And in the end, you're going to get cake. You're going to get that nice, moist red velvet cake, or that, sweet potato pie, or that banana pudding, or whatever you like, or that souffle. You know what I mean? Whatever you like. It's just ingredients. So my ingredients is dabbing a little salt and pepper, or that lead in there. Yeah. Yeah. Even with the pads. Yeah. Everything plays a part. Organ is screaming. Bam. Now I wanted my bass man to play that. I want everybody, I was very specific about how I do these records. Introducing the revolutionary plug-in for the 21st century. The ultimate solution to all your creative needs. Question: are you tired of hitting the roadblocks in your creative process? I know I was. Do you yearn for sounds that would take your production to new heights? Well, I'm here to tell you, look no further. With my cutting-edge plug-in, your brain will be firing on all cylinders, unlocking a world of endless possibilities. Imagine effortlessly finding drum patterns with the perfect melodies, effortlessly creating live arrangements that leave a lasting impression on your audience. And let's not forget about this heartfelt chords that tug at the heartstring. This plugin is not just any ordinary tool. It's a game changer that will revolutionize your music production experience. With this intuitive interface and powerful features, it's like having a personal assistant dedicated to taking your music to the next level. Yeah, new heights. So I ask you today, are you ready to unlock your full creative potential? I know I am. So I say, don't settle for anything less than extraordinary. Get your hands on this plugin. It's the future, and watch your music soar to the new heights. The possibilities are limitless. I give you the world of Juice by DLO. DLO got the juice, DLO got the juice. Anytime you hear my lows going and I'm playing like this, I'm gonna solo the piano once in. Very intentional. You have to be intentional when it comes down to records. Nothing is an accident. Even with me, as you can see, again, you see punch-ins. It's not because I'm lazy, because I could play through the record, but I was creating. I was making sure everything's intentional, creating the record. Everything is not, you can't do it on accident. Even if it's done on accident, some moments you can leave, some moments you don't, but you go back and you clean it up. Make sure it's intentional. So then I'm gonna go to my guitar guy. Intentional. Woo! Church. That's called a little salt, pepper, a little hot sauce. You know how you fix a bowl of noodles and you just put a little hot sauce in there? This is what hot sauce is. Come on, y'all. You tell me you can't feel that. This part is special because I wanted to bring Beverly Crawford we're going to change the vamp and we're going to put Beverly Crawford on the vamp. She's going to get us in there. She's going to church us. I'm talking about, you know how you going for seconds? See, or leftovers. Good God Almighty. Have y'all had leftovers before the next day? They hit harder than the first part. They hit harder. Leftovers hit. I felt like the vamp was a leftover. I gave y'all the first situation. Then this vamp came in. I mean, I'm gonna just unsolo everything so y'all can hear what's going on. Yes, sir. Better than good to me. You see how that thing hit? So the vamp is special. It's church. She's church. So I had to bridge the two. But I'm going to tell you another special moment in here. Woo! Woo! That's called producing. Understanding when to take out. Sometimes taking out is more. You heard less is more. Sometimes just taking out the little things right here. He was chopping, I think, right here over it. I want everybody to hear this part right here. Woo! Because if he playing through it, sonically, there's going to be too much going on. Sonically, you got the drums, the kick, the this and that. So I wanted everybody to hear that part. I wanted everybody to hear this little special part that I did. So. See, it sounds empty right there, but when you put all the ingredients together, you make fettuccine. Woo! We're in the kitchen. Now we out of here. Sing, mama. You see how she taking her time? Everybody standing in the pocket. We out. Then we back to church. We right back to church. Yeah, I did it again. I didn't even have him play that. I think he played that. You see how the lick, the special, I call them special anytime you're doing a lick. And every record doesn't call for that. You don't have to do this on every record. Just this song, I wanted it to come out. You hear that came out? I ain't got no click track. I ain't got no click track. I ain't got nothing in the middle. I just got my clap going. This is my clap. I got big claps. See what I'm saying? Y'all hear that? Church, me cheese. I got another high clap. You see, that's my click track. That's my percussion right there. I ain't got no shakers or anything in the way because it's a ballad and the song needs to be heard. The vocals need to be heard. So all I did was stack claps. I hear it. And so even still with these claps, one of the claps I didn't quantize. If you can slightly hear it. It's like one of them, this one is lazy. You can hear it. It's off grid. So when I play it with the drums, listen to this, y'all. Woo! You can hear it. You can hear it. It's like a drag. Y'all hear it? It stands out way more. Watch it. You feel it. It's a feeling. It's even a little off. Hear it? And y'all just heard something. One of the claps I muted. I muted one of the claps when he started filling in. So sonically, you can hear what he's doing. So the science is anytime there's licks or anything going on, stuff that don't need to be in there, take it out. If you don't, claps don't need to be in there, no shakers. Listen, you can see it. No clap, no clap. I even stopped these claps. Now we back on. See what I'm saying? No clap, no clap, no clap when he's Now we in there. Now we lock the claps in there. That's my loop. Look how big that sound. Now he finna start going. Now we back. Ha! You gotta know when to take out and when to put in. Sonically so it won't. Woo! Now I'm gonna play with everything so you can really hear it. So look. See, if I had a clap in there, you wouldn't be hearing the chord changes. It don't matter if he was hitting it. Now you. Woo. Play, Kevin. You're gonna hear it again. I told him turn the organ out. Hear that organ. Woo. Now we home free. Now she driving. She's driving. See how we pushing it now? Everybody in their line. Everybody in their lane. Everybody in their line, in their lane. Lane, line, same thing. Everybody's in the situation. I'm letting her go. I'm letting her go. I'm not.
When you got one of those modes where I don't know what to do, I'm stuck.
You're right.
All I do is listen to something like that, and it's like, okay, now
whoa.
I got something.
Exactly.
I have like every single plugin. For some plugins, you be spending like hours just trying to find that one sound. You took the time to really curate and find like a group of like sounds that's really usable, that get straight to the point.
You're giving them enough to get started so they can walk into a room with someone and be like, all right, man, what am I missing?
I love the plug-in, man. I think it's incredible. I think people are gonna be like, wow. I mean, you got the sounds, people looking for sounds like that. Now they just get the plug-in.
You know what I mean? So you literally can just cook a complete record like just from this plug-in. And for me, it's like not about a whole bunch of sounds, it's about production.
He gonna come out the gate sounding legit.
Yeah.
Out the gate sounding legit because of something like this. So I'm telling everybody, man, get the Juice pack.
It's the truth, bro. I got to have it.
It's fire. It's definitely juice. D-Lo got the juice.
Woo! So the thing is, it's a remake of a song. It ain't much I gotta do. See, the thing when you lose people is when you doing remakes of a song and you start doing all this extra stuff. Now you lost the essence of the song. Now people are bored. Now people's like, ah. Then when you got somebody, an icon and a legend singing the song, you want to make sure she's being heard, especially after 10 years. Even if it wasn't that long, you got to make sure the artist is being heard. You got to make sure the vocals is being heard. This is not the mix session. You know, shout out to John Blast who mixed the record for us. But, you know, this is definitely a product of just keeping it simple, but yet tasteful. Don't put too much salt. Don't put too much hot sauce. Don't put too much Cajun. Just put just enough in there people can hear. Play, Kev. So this part right here, she was just singing in the studio. And I said, you know, I'm gonna have Kev just come in and just play on top of her. No, they were not in the same room. They recorded different times, different places. She was in Florida. He's up north in Connecticut. And that's how it happened. It's all about structure, following the guidelines, and making sure you're tasteful and not too, and making sure you're clean. I don't like unclean records. Unclean records, man. So, you know, this is my take on remixing, you know, Beverly Crawford single. I added some Kanye sample in there. So even with that, I always add a riser, a rise pad, and a regular pad. So y'all hear it? It's like transition. I'm big on transition. Saying? Now if I add that, the cinematic, let's add the cinematic. All of that little stuff matters. And I felt like Airbender. Avatar. Y'all remember that? That is funny. Yo, I'm telling my age. But it's all good. Because you know why? We made a beautiful piece of product. You know? Everybody played their part. Some places I muted, some places I kept open. But for the most part, everybody stayed in their lane. I added some urban in there. I went back to church. Even in my church, I didn't do too much going on. Even in the vamp, everybody was together. If I moved left, everybody moved left. I had the guitars doing what they thing. I only had the aux in certain parts. The bells, I'm not even a big bell person, but because it's a gospel record, I added a little few bells in there. The leads were in there. Oh, I even always double my key bass and bass. K bass. Y'all hear it? I got key bass and bass. I always have them right there so it can give it that depth. And so if he's playing mellow, or if his tone is not as bright, I get a key bass that's brighter and that's synthy, that's hitting a little bit, got more attack and hitting harder. Because when you do that and you hear that, and you feel it. Look, I took the drums out on that part too, right there too. Because I want to hear it. I want y'all to feel that. Full course meal, baby. Full course meal. That's what it is. Full course meal. But you got to take your time. Preheat your oven. Make sure it's good. Don't put too much salt. Taste your food before, you know, get a little spoon. Taste the food. Taste your thing. Lay the foundation out. Make sure it's cool. Every time I made a change, I don't care if it was right here in this section. If I made this change right here, I'm going to color it so you can see it. If I made this change right here and I just made that, I'm going to go back to the top and listen. Every time I made a change. So my next change was this right here. I'm color this. If this is my change, I went back to the top and listened to make sure it flows from top to bottom. Every time I made a change, I came this change. Here, another punch in right here. Guess what I did? At the top, after I made that change right here, I'm finna go to the top. Because if you can listen from the top on and it flows, it's a record. You will know when it don't feel right and don't make sense. You gotta taste it. You gotta go in there and say, oh, we need a little bit more vanilla. You know what I'm saying? It's too much bananas in that pudding. You know, it's a little this and that. You gotta taste it. This is why I love cooking in the kitchen as far as music wise, because it just reminds me of when my mom and my grandmother and them used to prepare food, and they sit up here and you just smell the food. It excites you. When you start smelling that food and you hungry, I'm hungry for success. I'm hungry to make music. I'm hungry to be an inspiration to people and even to myself too. You know, when I'm hungry, I get in the kitchen, I start cooking, and the food starts smelling good, the music start feeling good, and guess what? You get a meal and you get something that'll last for a lifetime. This your boy D-Lo, and I had a pleasure, I had fun making this record for Mama Beverly Crawford. If you don't have it, please go support. Go on iTunes, it's all on digital outlets. Y'all go support it. Shout out to the crew who played on this record. Anders Nordstrom, Kevin Powell, Kenny Diggs, K Bass, as y'all know, Lacey, and myself, producer and arranger and all that good stuff. So Chef, y'all call me Chef out and like Chef Curry. You know, I do you on the court too, but you know, that's another, we'll do another podcast right there. You know what I'm saying? We'll do another situation like that. But we live in the kitchen, baby. Until next time, holla.